All right, y'all. Welcome to a quick episode of Diesel Boy Garage here. So we are in the middle of putting in actually they're already in. So we're in the middle of wiring up our Boost Auto Parts switchback turn signals. I put these in a while ago. To get to this point, double check what kind of mirror you have. So this is a 14 to 17 or 18 style mirror, tow mirror, obviously. But this one, the only difference was this one was off Amazon. So what you'll have to notice in these ones in particular, these bottom glasses are actually fixed into the back here. As you can tell, I broke that one already the last time I tried to do this. So you have to get in underneath here with there's two Phillips head screws that you gotta get at. So take a screwdriver, kind of lift this up out the way, and you have to use a flashlight to get in there just to see where the bolt head is or the screw head is. Once you get all that off, it's 4 screws. So you got 2 down here and you got 2 up here. I should also mention, in pulling off the top mirror is just like pulling off the one off factory. Get both hands up in there, excuse me, and just slowly pry on it till it kind of pops out, and then it'll pop up and out, and pull that off. I took off the covers here and here just because it just makes life a whole lot easier. If you are doing this and want to install, so once all this is out and you're kind of where I am, you want to fully extend your mirrors and then unscrew your existing turn signal via these 2 screws here. Again, if these are factory mirrors for you, these will be Torx bits. What size, I don't know. But if you have aftermarket like I do, these will be a Phillips head as well. I think they're a number 2 Phillips head. So take those out, and then once those 2 screws are taken off, you should be able to pull this out a little bit to help you gain access a lot easier to pull this one out, or to pull this turn signal here out altogether. So I'll go to the other side. So right now, this is where I am. So what's going on is I have disconnected the original harness that was unplugged the harness that originally came with this turn signal in particular. When you buy these turn signals, Boost Auto will send you a harness to go with it. So I unplugged it because I realized I won't need it. Because in the dual functioning harness kit, you're not going to use the dual functioning module that's in there. You're going to cut that out. So this will be, in retrospect, easy. Easy. So obviously in your wiring kit, you're going to get something like this. This is obviously to run from the mirror all the way into a fucking fuse box. You could probably run into the fuse box in the cab if you don't really want to go underneath. So this is what, let's see if I can't show ya. So this is what this is what the original harness was when I got it for the mirror or for the turn signal. So this plug here and this plug here, they're the exact fucking same. Here, I'll take this one out here so I can show you. So looking at it, they are both in the same. So it's literally just a matter of plug and play. So because this essentially is pretty well easy, now that I look at it, this shouldn't be too hard at all. So for these, if you're where I am, if you're where I'm at, and you want to have switchback turn signals in your mirrors, but the truck, if you're like 07 to 13, these trucks never came with factory running lights in the mirror. So just for reference, obviously black is ground, blue is your signal or your signal wire, and red is your constant power. So what you will do is you will take your constant wire and you'll feed that true to mirror, down in through the door and everything else, and over yonder, and you'll do the same thing for that side. And then you'll do the connection. Obviously you will have to, if you have a weird Amazon mirror like me, you will have 3 plugs for turn signals. The reason why I have 3 is because the original signal that was in here so it looked very similar to, hold on, there you go. So it looked very similar to this, except there were 2 plugs in here. So it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was these two, well, get that one out of here. So these two that are in my hand, so there was a plug for each strip, so that's why there's two. So what I'm going to do, I'll move this back out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one wire for your signal, so we can go that there, and then we'll have to run a power wire, and then we can use another one for ground, or if we want, we could, I don't know, if you really want to, you could splice all three of the red into one and then all the black into one or whatever. I mean, so long as the system's grounded, right? Shouldn't be too much of a problem. So without further ado, I'm gonna get after it, and I'll give you an update on what happens. So I really hope this works. Okay, so if you're like me and you're doing all this, you want to take off this whole fucking door panel here. So first thing you want to do is you want to pop this this jobby, this little corner piece off. You should be able to just pull it off. It'd be best if you have a pry tool or a screwdriver. I don't have one that's necessarily handy, and I'm a little lazy right now, so I'm just gonna try to reef this. Yeah, just like that. Just fucking yard sales right off. Keep in mind that right here, like I almost did on that side, is that this one, there's a little plug that goes in like this bit. There should be one at the bottom. Now this one is not there because the previous owner broke it off, along with another one right there as well, which is okay, not the end of the fucking world. So we'll just put that up on the dash, and then now what you want to do is you want to grab a pick, pop this off, pop this piece of trim off. There's two 10 mil bolts underneath here. If you pop this piece off here, there's another, I think, one or two 10 mil bolts, and then one back here. So then once that's done, this whole thing snaps out off the bottom. Take off this handle, you pop this off, disconnect your window switches, and then this whole door card will come right off. So yeah. Okay, for our next step, we're gonna take, so this is what we're doing now. We're just going to be running a power wire, and first thing we got to do is we got to run it from inside the cab through the wire loom for the door, up through and up in through the mirror. For these, to take off the mirror cap there, let's see if I can't show you this without ruining shit. So the cap will sit on top. You want to get just in here with a flathead screwdriver and smash it up, or not, like, don't use all your fucking strength, but a nice forcible tap, pop it up. You want to go all the way around the back and then shimmy it out, and then it should pop out. And I got those two sitting right over here, there, and there. So, and then once that's done, you actually have to take the mirror out, because trying to feed the wire through, what happens is there's a little there's a foam, I guess like a foam gasket or whatever, that goes in behind here, and that will get in the way of sliding the power wire up and through and into the mirror eventually. So I'll show you what that looks like here. So you'll take your 10 mil deep socket wrench, put it on here, and you just want to loosen all of those off and take them all off. Don't take all, just, you can take two of them off, just keep one knot on for a bit, because you need two hands. Just take them off, otherwise the otherwise the mirror will fall off, and no one wants that shit. So let me take this off and we'll get right back at it. Okay, so what I've done here is I've taken a decent sized zap strap, and I have tied the wires to the end of it. And what you're going to do is you're going to take said zap strap, you're going to put it through the hole, put it through this wire loom and into the door, and then once you're in, you're going to reach down on this side and pull it through and up this way, and then I'll show you how to get into the mirror. There we go. So we got the power wire coming up through the loom and coming out through here. So now here comes the fun part. You got to unplug your mirror wire harness, unplug it from the door harness there, take off your 3 nuts, and then pull the mirror off like so. Okay, so now that we have the mirror off, So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take off this foam piece and just kind of leave it off to the side for a hot minute, just for a sec, because what you're going to do is you're going to put your power wire through you're going to put power wire through the foam piece, and then what you're going to do is that power wire is going to go in through there and come out right out this top part here, and you just pull it through, run it through to the mirror itself, right back out here. And then once that's done, you can put everything back on and then reinstall the mirror. So I'm gonna do this now, and I'll get right back to you. And boom, there you have it. I just put them on finger tight for now. So then once that's through, you're just gonna take your end here, and then you're just going to, so you're gonna take your power wire and push it through till it comes out here. Okay, cool. We'll pull that out. That'll give us more than enough room to connect our power. So let's go over the wiring. So I already did it on that side. So I'll show you guys on this side here. Just let me grab some shit. Okay, so wiring this. For the wiring process of this, what I'm gonna try to do, and you can follow along with me as well if you'd like, if you're watching this, obviously. So just remember, rule of thumb, our orange is our power, our blue is our turn signal, and then our black is our ground. So I'm under the impression that obviously, so this will be amber, this will be constant white with the hot when the key is turned, or when it's turned on, when the lights are turned on, I guess. And then obviously your ground here. So what I'm going to do is I have a T-tap. I have a T-tap that comes in the dual function harness kit, and I'm going to tap into one of these turn signals. So I'm going to tap into the black for ground, and then I'll tap into another one for the turn signal, right? So this turn is for a electrical signal for the turn. And then once that's all sorted, we will connect our orange to orange. So black to black, blue to red, orange to orange. Okay, let me show you what that looks like. And this is what it will look like. So we have our signal going to our signal wire on the harness in the mirror. We got our orange to orange. And then of course we have our ground teed into ground on the harness. So in hindsight, once I get the power cables hooked up, turn key, whatever, start the truck, fucking test the turn signals, everything in hindsight should work. So I'm going to go hook this up, and we'll see what happens, I guess. And just like that, they're done. I got them all sorted out. So the wiring is pretty easy, like I said. Your orange is power, your blue is your turn signal, and then your black is ground. And it fucking came out clutch. I can't wait to see what this looks like at night. We're working on something for the headlights there, don't you worry about that. But yeah, fuck, I'm happy I finally got it done. Oh man, I'm fucking excited. And that, in a nutshell, is how you install your Switchback running lights on your truck. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, really help a guy out, and we'll catch you next time. See you later.